Good afternoon, Titans. It's game day. I'm Blaze, the Leg Witten, alongside me are Yusuf, YG Gardner, and Jaron, Haha Michaels. And this is your Friday SJ Game Day Nation, brought to you by Steve Taylor, Taylor Automotive Family. Alright, YG, I'm sure you can attest that we have a great quarterback in Brady, being QB1 last year and this year. Last year's sophomore, this year's a junior. What do you think we can expect from him on this upcoming season?
Well, Blaze, what is there to say that hasn't already been said about Brady? I mean, he ages like a fine wine. 31 TDs, 2,000 yards last year, and he has improved as a physical specimen and a leader for the team. We can only expect more and more out of him.
Jaron, I'm sure you can also attest, as well as Brady. He could not have done so well last year without a great offensive line, giving him great protection, helping take us 7-4, and then taking us to the playoffs. What do you think offensive line, what do you think their strengths are going to be this year?
I believe that the root of any good football team lies in the offensive line. Because if you don't have the O-line, you can't protect the quarterback. If you can't protect the quarterback, you don't have a game. If you don't have a game, you don't have a win. I mean, let me get this straight. If you do not have a good offensive line defending your quarterback, then what's the point? If you're not protecting the quarterback, you don't have a game. I mean, otherwise, that is blasphemous. All right? I mean, we're talking about two big fellas, Antonio Williams and Brad, guys. I mean, they're the best of the best, the biggest of the biggest. They're built like meatloaf. I mean, these men are impenetrable, unstoppable. They will not crack under pressure. Which is why I firmly believe that with a good offensive line, we can do anything, accomplish anything. We will be unstoppable.
Well, I'm sure Brad Geis can attest that we're eating a lot of syrup for the pancakes he's giving out tonight. Now let's go to QB1 in the field with the coach, Mac.
Hello, this is Brady Lichtenberg reporting for SJ Game Day Nation, brought to you by Steve Taylor, Taylor Automotive, and today I'm here with the outstanding St. John's football coach, Coach McDaniel. Coach, so you guys had 3 scrimmages, and then you guys had a bunch of summer practices. How will those things prepare you for this season?
Well, the biggest thing is that, especially last week, it was full speed. You know, as much as you try to simulate full speed and the game tempo during practice, it's just hard to do. I mean, just because guys are playing against each other, they're playing against their buddies. So it's always good to get an opportunity to play against somebody else. So I think last week was probably the culmination of all those things. We had the opportunity to play a very good Perrysburg team, and obviously, you know, you of all people know that anytime people play us, they want to beat us. They don't just want to beat us by a little bit. They want to humiliate us. So we got their best effort, and it was good for our guys to see that.
So this year you guys have a lot of people coming back. And one of those guys on defense is Gary Batch. What's it like to have a senior that's had 3 years of varsity experience and is ready to go for his senior year? You
know, it's invaluable. The one thing that Gary brings is that he's played a lot of football. And I think what you find is that through the course of your years, the fact that you've experienced a lot, you know, is invaluable. It's one of those things that the bright lights on Friday, they don't affect him. The fact that he's going against a kid that may be a 4-star or 3-star, they don't affect him because he wants to play in college. There's going to be a level of calmness that he brings to the defense with the younger guys that he can say, hey, relax, calm down, we're just playing football. It's what we do. We've been doing this since the middle of the summer, and it's just an extension of what we did all day. So just relax, go have fun and play.
So there seems to be a lot of excitement around the program this year. What are a few things the Titan fans can expect from the Titans this year?
Well, the biggest thing is I just want our guys to go out and to reach their full potential, whatever that may be. You know, for different people, that's different things. For our quarterback, who's a junior, we expect big things out of him. You know, for a freshman who's getting his first opportunity, who's backing up his older brother, it might be a little bit different from him. For guys that are getting their first starts, it's going to be different. So the biggest thing for us is just that we want kids to go out, have a great time, and reach their full potential.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us, Coach. Reporting for SJ Game Day Nation, this is Brady Lichtenberg. As always, go Titans, and I want to see you at the game.
Hello, St. John's. Coming to you live from the Taylor Automotive Studio. I'm Ian. Can't wait till game day, Stawinski. And I'm joined by Bubby and Brad, and we're going to be discussing the elite SJJ defense. It really is no surprise we have one of the best defenses in the league, considering all that talent. Brad, let's face it, the games are truly won in the trenches. What can you tell us about that Titan interior?
Well, Ian, the interior has really been shaping up throughout the preseason. On the D-line, you got 2 returning starters in Bubby and I, along with John Spidell, Drew Smith, and John Madden. All of them are going to be looking to use speed and aggression to put pressure on the quarterback and get some sacks. And let's not forget about the guys right behind them. 2 seniors at inside linebacker with Austin Perkins and Chris Lash. They do a great job of coming downhill and filling their gaps. They can also fly right into the backfield on a blitz. Teams are going to have a hard time getting a push against tight interior.
Yes, for sure. Not to be overlooked is the strong secondary of the defense. Bubby, what can you tell us about the lockdown DBs and that good secondary?
Well, Ian, as you probably know, our returning starters on the secondary are best of the best. At corner, you have a kid who's played 4 years of varsity football in Dimitri Rostopoulos, who's committed to play D1 football at the University of Miami at Ohio. At safety, Gary Batch, another D1 guy, who's played 3 years of varsity football. These 2 guys are unfazed by the bright lights on Friday night and are ready to help the new starters find their role.
Yeah, thanks, Bubby. The Titan defense really sounds like a force to be reckoned with. Make sure that everyone gets out to the game tonight, and we want to kick it out to our Asia reporter in the field, YG.
This is Yusuf for GameDay Nation. I'm here with Gary. Gary, how have you improved as a player since the previous season?
Over the summer, we've had summer workouts. It's helped me get bigger and stronger. And since I've been on varsity for 3 years, it's really helped me evolve into the leadership role.
And how has team chemistry changed since last year?
We have a lot of guys returning, so that also helps team chemistry because you got all the guys that have been on varsity together for all these years. And also we've got underclassmen who have come up, and the older guys have just helped them come into the role.
And what do you think the impact of that is going to be in the season?
I think it's going to help us because we'll just, if anybody has like a down play or mistakes happen, we got the older guys to help the younger guys get through that.
All right, thanks, Gary. Back to me at the desk.
Guys, hold on. Hi, Tom Cole for SJ GameDay, and certainly an honor and a privilege to be here with really, an SJ legend. I've got Super Sue Matuzak here. She's the queen of positivity, the queen of spirit at SJ. And Sue, a very serious matter here. We got a big game tonight with BG, and I know during the summer, I don't think I'm talking out of school here because we're only a few hours away from kickoff, but Coach McDaniel came to you and he said, Sue, I need you to go to Miami of Florida during the summer on a special mission, which you did. Tell the folks in SJ Land what that mission was.
Okay, I can tell you now because the game is tonight.
Right.
So, Tom, everybody knows that SJ has a strong football connection with Miami Dolphins because of Brandon Fields, who is he was a star punter.
Great punter in the NFL, yeah.
Great punter, and at Michigan State,
right.
That's where he was. And also the Miami Hurricanes with the star player there and coach Rob Chazinski. So Max sent me to the Miami football camps to come up with a defensive edge, something we could use in a situation when we need a defensive stop during the game tonight.
Well, so let me get this straight. So you went to Miami on a mission. You came back from the Dolphins in the Hurricane camp. You've got a defensive, kind of a special deal that you can use. And it's to be used, say Bowling Green, it's not going to happen, but let's say Bowling Green's moving the ball a little bit tonight, and we need to get a stop, right? Mm-hmm. And this stop, Miami used it in their time, in their defense. It was called the Miami Whammy. You legally purchased it from Miami.
I did.
And now we have the rights.
Mm-hmm.
It's the SJ Whammy. We own it.
Yes.
Legally. We can use it.
Yes.
So let's say that BG's moving the ball a little bit and we want to put the SJ Whammy on him.
Mm-hmm.
What has to happen at that point?
Okay. Now, it is simple yet effective. Okay. So, first of all, have to put these glasses on.
Sunglasses are on.
Yep,
right,
they
right,
have
right.
the glasses on.
All right, we can do that.
Okay, and then we have to get Bowling Green's attention. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to do this like 3 times.
Everybody in the stands, 3 times.
Everybody do this with me.
Yeah.
Everybody.
3 times.
and we're going to point to them.
Yeah. So we've got the offense is looking
Yes,
at us.
that's
now.
right.
All right.
What
all
the
right.
heck are they doing over there?
Okay.
And then we're going to do this.
And that's the whammy.
This is the Miami whammy, but remember, we have the rights to it
It's
now.
the SJ whammy.
And we have this SJ whammy.
Now, Sue, let me stop you for 1 second because the whammy with whammy. We have one of our fellows in the game day players that does the whammy better than most people. It's intimidating and he's powerful. Pistol Pete, where are you? Where's Pistol? Right behind me, Pistol. Okay, Pistol, look into that camera and give him the real deal. Give him the SJ whammy. Full power. Full power, Pistol. More power, Pistol. All right, guys, now everybody give the whammy.
Yes.
It's the SJ whammy.
Woo!
Listen, let's have a great rally. Let's have a fantastic game. Congrats and thank you to Mr. Bumpus
I have a prediction.
and SJ. Oh, we got.
We know what happened last year. That's in the past. And I predict. Where is he? Where is he?
I don't know. I don't see him.
Oh my gosh, where did he go? Okay, never mind, but I predict.
Hold on.
It's right there.
Right there, Sue.
Where is he? Oh,
You predict.
it's a Titans win!
Now the whammy. One more time. Thanks to Mr. Bumpus, TV4, our SJ Game Day players. Use the whammy tonight. Be careful with it. It's powerful. With power comes great responsibility. Let's have a great rally and a great game. Thank you.